And I'm brushing the liner like towards the center of my lip. I'm not brushing out. I'm brushing it towards the center of my lip. And you see now it looks more blended and balanced out as opposed to just the, you know, harsh line that I originally had. So sometimes when I line my lips, I don't necessarily get concerned about how accurate the lining is, because when I blend it out, it's gonna cover the defects. So you see this is nice and blended. Now I'm gonna put the concealer that's preferred in the center of my lips, and I'm just gonna do a little bit and then you want to start off with a little bit, because if you start off with a lot, now you have to try and dull that down, and that process can take a little bit long. And once I put a little bit to my satisfaction, I blend it out. The whole technique in this thing is blending. If you want to have a lip look that looks sensible, it's important for you to blend. And most good makeup is in the technique and in the amount of time blending. Like, that is the good technique. It is the blend. So I think I blended this enough. And add a tertiary color. And I say tertiary because it's lighter than the dark lip liner I've put on the perimeter, but it is darker than what I have in the center of my lips. So this color is to melt the outer lip color and the center lip color. So I call it a tertiary color, because you put it as the third step. And you see how it just has softened the distinction between the perimeter and the center of my lips? Like, look at that. Mind you, I'm not even done blending. And so I'm gonna go back with the brush that I used to blend my lip liner, my outer lip color, just so that color, just to blend the tertiary lip color that I did add. You see that? Like, I just love how it transitions from the outer color to the tertiary color to the center of my lips. Like, this is just such a good blend. Nobody's gonna look at you and be like, that girl does not know how to blend her makeup. They're gonna look at you and wanna ask what the secret tip is. Okay. Now, what I do after this step is I go back with the color I used for the center of my lips and just add another touch, because it was dulled down a little bit when I did the blending. So there you go, just a dot. You see, like, that's enough. So this is good. And then I'm just gonna go back in. Eyeliner, just one more, just go back in a little bit to just sharpen the outline. Because blending your lips is a lot of blending your makeup is a lot of like back, forth, back, forth, back, forth until it looks like it makes sense. So do not be alarmed if you feel like, oh, a lot of these steps are repetitive. Yeah, you're gonna be repeating a lot of steps if you want a good blend. If you just wanna do a 1-2 and go, you could do that and look crazy. But if you wanna look like somebody that's sensible, then you're gonna take your time. So do you see, this is a perfect balance, I believe. Now, I believe this is a good blend. The transition from the outer corner to the inner corner, I don't think is too harsh. There's a tertiary color that, I added that softness, and then I touched up the areas that I thought were lost along the way. That's what makeup is. Trial and error. You do a little, add a little, do a little more, add a little more, add a little less. That's just what it is. So yeah, you see, like this is a good, like it's good. You see, it's dark, then it gets softer, then it gets bright. It's a good ombre combo. Now I've put all the matte products on my lips. Now I'm gonna add the gloss for the finishing touches. And to do that, I'm gonna use a dark brown lip gloss. For me, NYX is, I don't know if there's not a lot of dark brown glosses that actually show up on dark skin. So I only use the NYX Lava Cake. I will be doing an exploration to see what other authentic dark brown glosses are there. Mind you, there are dark brown glosses online, but I'm talking about like in store. Like I could go to a drugstore or a makeup store and find a dark brown gloss that works. That is not something that is, unfortunately, that's not a thing. So we need to have more darker brown glosses mainstream, right? So here's NYX. Oh, just look at that, just look at that. It's just so beautiful. I need to reorder this actually. Just look at that. Oh. Just look at how that looks. And this lava cake, I'm gonna have to order another one of these. I'm gonna need to order like 2 of these actually. I just love it. I use NYX Lava Cake as a staple for the perimeter of my lip look when I'm at the gloss step, because just nothing beats it. Like there's nothing like this. Like look at that. It's a gloss and you can see it's a dark brown gloss. Like it shows up as a dark brown gloss on dark skin. Like NYX, you did that. Okay. Now for the center of my lips, I'm gonna be using e.l.f. in the shade Pink Cosmo. And I like it because it has color, but it's not too pigmented. So it's like, hold on. Like, I believe it has enough color, but it's not gonna overpower what I've already done. Because sometimes people do a lip look, they add a gloss, and I'm like, the gloss just cancels out what you've done. But this doesn't, it complements what I've done. So let's take a look. You see? It adds a tint of color, but it doesn't change the fact that I have a lighter color. Or it doesn't change the fact that I put the color that I put in the center of my lips. Oh, look at that. It's a blend. Look at the blend. Need to add more. There we go. See that? This is well done. This is well executed. This is the final form, yeah. And of course you want to remove the excess. I just use my finger. And you see there's excess. So that's when you talk, you're not seeing connecting lines, streams of product. Look, as you can see, it's a 10 out of 10, highly recommend. And this is what I use to make sure, or this is the method that I use to make sure that my lip is well blended. And not only that, it is long lasting, and the powder step that I use is very essential to that being true, because powders are what hold oil, and it's what makes, you know, your makeup not run, right? So when you don't have powder and you just have product, liquid product, it's gonna run, it's not gonna hold. When you have powder, it acts as a buffer between, you know, your skin and the product that you have applied onto said area. So don't be scared of using powder on your lips. Just make sure you have like a little layer of like petroleum jelly on it first, so that you're not adding powder to dry skin, and then that's being emphasized when you do your lip makeup look, right? So that's all I got. My name is Victoria Ching. Let me know in the comments below what your tips are for having long lasting and or blended makeup. Let me know if you have any products that are dark skin girl friendly. I would love to hear it. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, and please do subscribe, comment, like, share my YouTube channel. We're on our way to 1 million minimum followers, okay? And that's on all my platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. All right. Bye.